what's that like coming from Newark in the hood? And then why did you choose Villanova? And what was that process? What was that like for you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Facts. That's a great question. Upbringing is well documented where, my mom was killed when I was early and my dad died in a motorcycle accident. And, I was going through it. I was moving from aunt to grandma to uncle, and we was trying to figure it out. I would say every single project in Newark we lived in, from Grafton Ave projects to Prince Street projects to lived in Roosevelt, I lived in the Spires. But it was tough. It was this Spanish kid I used to hang out with. His name was Pee Wee, Eric, but we called him Pee Wee. And I remember they said, Newark was the stolen car capital because the airport's there and the port is right there. My boy was like, yo, we could break this car down and we could take the parts. And then each part we take is like $200. He's like, we could break this down, get like 40 parts. And he's like, we good. He's like, I know you ain't got no money. Let's do it. So his boy pull up, they get ready to take the cars. And there's something just said to me, like, don't do it, because my dad died in a motorcycle accident. Everything that was going, he's like, just go play basketball. And I remember I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't had nothing. We ain't have no food. We ain't had nothing. I was like, I'll figure it out. And I walked to the basketball court. As I'm walking to the basketball court, I hear a car crash. He didn't die, but he crashed the car. Passenger side was smashed and the driver's side wasn't smashed. And I would have been sitting in the passenger side. And at that time, I was like, there's something else out there for me. Not crime, not this street life. Majority of the dudes that I grew up with either doing life in jail or, they're dead. So for me, coming out of that situation, I felt like Villanova was the best place. And when I got a chance to sit down with Jay Wright and I got a chance to talk to Jay Wright about what Villanova meant, and he talked about the days of Rowley, talked about Ed Pinckney, Doug West, Kerry Kittles, Alvin Williams.